Good evening, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle ATL By Night. Chapter 7, We Shall Be Monsters. Let's welcome our vampires.
Hi, my name is Leona Rohr, and I'll be playing Tomasina Elena Cuesta.
Zachary Vaudo, playing Anton Kravopuskov.
Hi, I'm Renee Cooper, and I'm playing Hexadecimal.
Brittany Tranbauer-Smith, playing Melisande.
My name is Tyler Sutherland, playing Aaron Ulrich.
And I'm Ian E. Muller, playing Jackson.
And I'm your storyteller, Ellie Collins. As always, we want to give a big thank you to the Neighborhood Studio for giving us our home here. Also, don't forget that you can sign up on our Patreon. We now have annual memberships where you will save 10% on your annual membership. So the higher levels, the higher the savings. So why don't we now sit back and relax, and let's tell a vampire story. When last we saw our kindred, they met a new lost childer, Coda, a young Malkavian who had a hard enough road to becoming kindred that she is reasonably apprehensive to go anywhere with the coterie. They left her with good information, and she will think about joining the Lost Childer School. Our doppelgangers met up in the daytime to discuss the horrors and stresses of their mission and trying to stay the course amongst the chaos of the outside world. Tonight, we are going to start with Anton. Proctor finally got back to you about getting together a meeting downtown in the public chantry.
Yep.
How are you going to head there?
Well, first I'm just gonna grab all the materials. I'm gonna grab the materials that I was gonna bring the prince as well in case I get a chance to get this stuff to him. And my car is still around here as much as I don't like driving it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna head down into the living room to head out the front door just to drive over,
Okay.
assuming that nobody intercepts me on the way.
Please make me Dex and drive.
No successes, but not a bestial failure.
Okay, so
Literally every day in land traffic.
you almost get sideswiped. You dig out a bit of the side grass of the shoulder, but you get back in traffic and manage your way.
Just pull up. This is why I don't drive when I don't have to. Just park and.
So you get to the chantry, and it is a bungalow-style home, same as your haven. The interior looks a bit like an indie bookstore, a little chaotic with books stacked everywhere and near, but not always on, a shelf. Though Proctor admits that it's organized in her own way.
As much as I tried to help organize it.
And when you walk down the hall, she is in her office writing when you come in. Yes,
Thank you for meeting me. How are you?
as good as I can be. How are you?
It's a complicated question. Things are strange, but I believe we'll be fine.
It was just small talk. What did you want to show me?
Yes, I pull out the leather-bound journal from my bag. I've been working on something since earlier this year, and it's done.
How do you know it's done?
I've practiced each bit of it.
All magic is never done. And she takes the book.
I hand it over to her.
And she goes, before I open this, what is it?
Things to walk a new path with ritual.
That was wonderfully obtuse, thank you. What is it?
Oblivion magic.
And she opens the book and begins flipping through it.
Now, obviously obtaining blood that has oblivion in it is a double-edged sword, but it is still workable by those who do not innately possess it, so long as you can get your hands on it. Tested that too.
You should know what my first question is going to be.
You already know the answer.
Have you been experimenting on your coterie mate?
That is not what I thought the question would be, no.
How'd you come about all this then?
That's the part I thought you would know. I have gained it myself.
So you used your coterie mate. How very Tremere of you.
I thought perhaps I could learn more about it to the point where I could help him control it, but with all the knowledge I gained, I have gained zero ground on how to eliminate it from the person.
I'll look over this. I'll see what I can glean from it and what we can do. You realize I'm going to need to talk to Alejandro about this.
If you must.
Okay.
I simply thought it would be good, given the fact that there are now a Sombra in the city beyond Alejandro that we have to account for, and
Yes, I've met Sybil. She's delightful.
oh, I wasn't even talking about her, but her, others, and the Second Inquisition utilizing their bastardized oblivion. thought it might be a good idea to get ahead of it, manipulate it, even push it back at bay a bit.
I'll go over this with Alejandro. This could be highly dangerous.
And that is why I obviously do not want you to keep it here. But I want it in your hands.
You know where it'll be.
There are very few I feel should have this, but I felt that if I created it, it should belong in the hands of the Tremere.
Cornelius will take good care of it.
I would also recommend there are some things in here that some paths I will not repeat again. I'm not comfortable with what I've created entirely, but they are there.
We all wind up with powers we're uncomfortable with. Pray you never need it.
That is the plan. Enjoy. I have photographs to bring to our prince.
Photographs.
We made better progress in the Second Inquisition facility this time. Recon.
All right.
Maybe actually get ahead of things for a change.
That's what you get having a Nosferatu for a best friend.
I mean, I'm the one that took the pictures, but
She's rubbed off on you.
one can only hope.
All right. I'll deal with this. Go.
Will do. Surely I will see you at the big party next week.
Yeah. Tilly really wants to go.
I was being sarcastic. I didn't expect you to go.
Oh, we all have to go.
It's that kind of party.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
And you will do well to stay on your best behavior there, and I hope you understand what that means.
I very unfortunately understand, and I don't have much of a choice but to behave, do I?
No, you don't.
Then I will.
Keep it calm, Firebug.
It's not the fire we have to worry about.
You say that. Anyway.
And I will. I'll turn heel and head out to
Okay.
hopefully meet up with Alpha at some point tonight.
Okay. And so you head out. Let's go to Hex. You've woken up tonight. Make me a rouse check.
Stars?
Oh, you're good.
I'm
You're
good.
Wonderful. And so what were you wanting to do tonight?
Okay, I'm going to text Mel and Jackson back and see if now is a good time to talk. So just the group, to both of them in the group, can we meet outside for that quick chat?
Okay. And you both received this message.
I don't respond to the group text. I'm going to message her separately and say, yes, ellipses, period. But does he really have to be there, question mark? And then I'm going to do the little emoji with
While I'm waiting for the group, anyone else in the group to respond, I'll say, he knows something about Aaron, we need to get this information.
And then I'll send an ellipses just by itself. Just literally just an ellipses. And then another ellipses with fine and all undercase or lowercase, and then another ellipses and then send that.
Okay.
So yes, in a long drawn out way.
Meanwhile, I will just reply, outside where?
Nearest Waffle House? Question mark.
I say ... preferably not. Neutral, not kind ground.
Sorry, where do we live again? I'm trying to remember.
You live downtown in Ponce.
Okay.
Not Cabbage Town.
No,
No.
not Cabbage Town. Like you're
Ponce Highlands.
on Ponce, kind of across from the Botanical Gardens, that neighborhood that goes down from the Botanical Gardens.
Oh, okay.
We've got two.
It's like
places.
Midtown.
We got two
Yeah.
places we live now. It's hard to
It's like
keep track.
Midtown. Yeah.
Then let's just.
Botanical Gardens.
But yeah, well, yeah, let's go to Botanical Gardens. I don't want to pay to go in there, but I don't have to pay, so it's fine. Botanical Gardens? Question mark. Giant woman? ... Question mark.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay.
Okay, and so you each individually make your way to the Botanical Gardens near the Mother Goddess statue. Plenty of space behind it to kind of sneak around.
Mark is with me. Yes.
Mark has not answered your text tonight.
Oh. So how did I get there? Did I drive myself?
Yes.
Unless.
We'll say we're all there together.
Back in the back.
She asked me to roll for that, so I'm just gonna assume that I got there okay.
Okay.
You could easily walk there from the house.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'm going to assume you all got there reasonably easily.
All right, so
I'm gonna very mean girls it and make sure that I'm behind Hex and like she's between me and Jackson. Like
Okay.
And then a bird lands on the statue.
I think that's him.
Big bird.
Of course it is.
Is there anyone else around to see
Yeah.
us? Okay.
Is there anyone? Okay. Then I'll drop down to the ground and I shift back.
Okay. Hi.
Howdy.
So you had information for us.
I have a gut feeling and an offer.
Okay.
I know why you don't like me. It's fine. I get it. I like Aaron. He's a good kid. Something is very wrong with him. I'm offering to take him up to Lake Lanier to spend time around other Gangrel, talk to Denise, maybe talk to Alpha.
And what makes you think he's going to go willingly?
I don't care if he goes willingly, which is why I came to you first.
Okay, let's not just take him anywhere we want to.
Right, that's why I came to you first.
Okay. He thinks he had enough kidnapping
Yep.
for multiple lifetimes, honestly.
Probably.
All right, what do you mean something's wrong?
Lapses in memory don't make sense. He's asking me questions about stuff he very much should know the answer to, like the fact that I'm not at the school anymore.
Thomasina's been doing the same thing too.
I don't know her well enough, but
I do. and
no, I
it's-
believe you. Yeah.
You've noticed that with Thomasina as well.
I have. And honestly, the only sort of underlying factor since all this stuff has been happening is you and the appearance of these new Sabats. So
Who? Wait, what new Sabat?
the Lasombra sister and her girlfriend,
Who?
the one who came to our house.
I wasn't there. I have no
You
idea
know,
what you're talking
they've all
about.
been at the house at some point. You probably
No.
do know.
Do I know?
Wait, who are you talking about?
Wait, do I know? I need to figure this out meta-wise.
The Lasom, the
So the way she's describing it, you would likely not remember.
yeah.
You know that Alejandro has a daughter.
I've seen them because they came
Yeah,
on that.
you've
that,
seen them.
Yes.
Yeah, you met them both at the same
You
time.
met them, but the way Hex is describing it might not ring a
Yeah.
bell.
And I was
just
there
yet.
when they were talking behind us, and I heard them tell Anton that they. Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
but Jackson has not
Jackson's
met them at
never
all.
met them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
they were never at the house at the same time.
No.
No.
Okay,
So
all
he's
right.
like, wait,
Okay,
what new
so-
Sabat?
Okay, back up.
Yeah.
The other two people to come to the house that was not you. The
More
big
people
house.
who've been lying to us. It's been great. It's been a really awesome couple months where we've had people just sneaking in.
There's more Sabat in town?
Yeah, there was a lot, wasn't
Wait,
there? At
Yeah,
one
we
point?
killed most of them. Where are the new ones? I will go do the same
I mean,
thing.
I don't think they're new. I think they
Why
were.
are you so adamant about killing the?
Because the more of them I kill, the closer I get to Lydia.
And what do you think you can do about this giant scary lady?
A lot.
Okay, all right.
I've seen a lot of what she
Are
can
you
do.
Sabat?
No.
Okay.
I
Were
never
you
have
Sabat?
been. No.
Were you ever considering being Sabat?
Lydia recruited me because I'm an outcast. I wander, and she offered me a home. That sounded cool. Then I found out what she was up to.
Is your Nos friend a Sabat?
He doesn't. I am. If he stays long enough, he might become one, but he's leaving.
Oh well, and he is definitely never coming to the house. Let's
Well,
just
he's
get
already-
that straight.
No, you don't want him to come to the house
Yeah, but
anyway.
he's already.
I didn't want you to
covered
come to the
lots of
house.
He'll
houses.
destroy
Sorry,
the entire goddamn.
but-
Yeah, no, I told you, I get it.
Okay.
Fine.
So,
Anyway.
all right, but you've also, I've seen you talking to Thomasina. Something about her face.
She has vicissitude. I don't know how she learned it. I have a suspicion on how she learned it. She diablerized one of the Sabbat we killed.
Yes.
That was, yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That tracks.
That's the only thing that makes sense, and that's how I learned it. So,
Could that possibly... I'm not done thinking everybody is Sabbat. I think that this is a bigger problem, even if you're not one. Anton and Aaron engaging with you in general has opened up for more Sabbat to know where we live and to be even closer to people in our coterie. The sorry, I'm saying this wrong. Alejandro's daughter and this other Tremere girl
Both of
were
whom
at
are
our
like,
house
not very trustworthy.
before we had to move. It's a little hazy, but a lot of what they said was very recruit heavy, and
that would track if they're trying to form a new pack.
exactly. So, them having access to where we live, them having that sort of access to possibly Aaron could be what is causing this weird memory.
Do Sabbat do that? Is that a thing they do?
I mean, do Tremere do that? Do Ventru do that?
I mean, Tremere definitely
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of the above. All of the above.
All the more reason to convince him to come up to the lake and get away from them, because I made Aaron a promise when all that shit went down that the Sabbat would not be up there, and I took care of that problem.
Have
How?
you spoken to him since you made that promise with him? To ask him if he remembers it?
I told him I kept the promise, and he just kind of nodded.
That's tracks on the Thomasina sort of situation.
What would cause somebody to completely forget recent memories and not older memories?
Pause. How did you solve the Sabbat problem up at Denise's?
I told Denise who it was, and she killed her.
Okay, let's not bring Aaron there quite yet. Because what if Aaron is somehow still going Sabbat side, and then she just kills him?
Then we...
He's gonna be
Then
killed.
would he, though? Aaron has friends. Wouldn't they take him to Tilly? I've met Tilly.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know what any.
I don't know if that's a whole lot better than death, though.
If he's already... I've seen a lot of people have their minds completely turned into scrambled eggs by usually Tremere, sometimes Ventures, sometimes other people.
The Tilly option is not a terrible idea, actually.
What, taking him to Tilly?
Okay, maybe not Tilly. What about Coda?
Ooh.
She seemed to know what was happening, and
Storyteller.
Yes.
Have I been in contact with Coda since we met her?
Coda has messaged you and said that she's not ready to go to the school,
Mm-hmm.
but says she is still thinking about it.
Okay. Okay. That's not a terrible idea, but we should tread carefully because she's not necessarily ready.
Didn't she say to him, "Your friends don't hate you"? Wasn't that what she said to him? It was something like that.
she said a lot. I was trying really hard not to think about anything around her, honestly.
Yeah, she said that to someone. I was a little distracted at the time.
who it was either, but that's not a thing I would consider him being concerned about.
Then why would she say it?
I don't have
Everything
any
else she
idea.
said was true.
I mean, it's true, horoscope true. It could just be.
If you want to make a roll to recall who she said it.
Thank you, storyteller.
I was
What would
going to
that
let
be?
you struggle with it for a bit.
What would that be?
Let's call that intelligence and... We'll call it intelligence and awareness.
Okay.
I'll roll too. I got a lot more of that.
What did you just give me, gang roll?
Oh, sweet. Actually, that's a critical success.
Oh,
hey.
Okay.
you were everybody.
A
Okay.
critical success?
So your friends
just
don't
four.
your friends don't hate you was to Thomasina. To Aaron it was it's gonna be okay.
She said that to Thomasina, not Aaron.
And that's another thing that I would never expect her to be concerned about. What would cause some... Okay, so forget the stuff that everybody's able to do.
Mm.
Only short-term recent memories and not older memories. Erasing things like personality traits. I've never had a conversation with Thomasina that was as incredibly bland. It was so black and white.
But she also forgot long-term things like who your primogen was and names.
Jackson, you would recall in your time in the Sabbat that dementation does produce similar effects.
That's not that uncommon, but it does mean that their heads have been very much fucked with. And they were both missing for a short period of time.
I mean, yeah, I saw Thomasina when she was not in the house, and she seemed normal. It wasn't until she came home.
How long between then? I mean, Aaron was only gone for 24 hours.
That's true. I mean, this was, how long was this? Probably a couple weeks.
Yeah, it was about 2 to 3
Yeah,
weeks.
about 2 weeks before.
Yeah, that's more than enough. I mean, again, like I said, we could take Aaron to see Tilly. You both know what Tilly can do.
Are we saying that he was turned Sabbat in the SI facility?
Or I'm just saying someone messed with his head,
Well, we know they did that in the SI facility.
and he's not recovering from it. So maybe he needs someone to mess with it again.
I mean,
There was that time between you
It's like-
guys going to the club and him ending up in the facility, which is a
come
really
to think of it,
weird time for him to have gotten captured and look as malnutritioned as he did, honestly.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
What was... I'm trying to remember when the La Sombra sister came. We were at Aaron's room and talking about something, and I can't remember what it was.
what do you mean you can't remember?
It's like, all I know is they were being really, like, Sabbat cheerleader.
Can I ask you a question?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah.
What did you do after you talked to them?
I left. I left the house, and I saw Dot. And we talked about how nervous we were that many people were coming to the house, specifically Sabbat.
I know that there's been, I hear things, some tension between you and Anton about Dot. I don't really know who Dot is, other than the Nosferatu Primogen.
Yeah.
Also someone who Anton thinks is Sabbat.
And, like, my head is, like, hurting really bad.
So, I don't know.
Wait. Dot and Sabbat.
I hope you know this is not any sort of allegation on anybody, but
No, I'm just,
we have to question everything.
yeah,
right?
like, why does Anton hate Dot so much?
Has Anton ever said that he thought Dot was Sabbat?
Yeah.
He hasn't told me that.
Well, he wouldn't.
It was that night. It was before you got that caught up with us. It was when he made everyone ditch their phones.
Mm.
Do you remember what you talked to Dot about?
We talked about the girls being at the house and how it wasn't safe and how she was scared that they were trying to turn us Sabbat. So why would she...
Did you look at the footage from that night?
all of it's trash. Like it's as if the La Sombra, she probably didn't even have to touch anything. She
That's
just
true.
Storyteller,
Mm-hmm.
can I make an insight roll on Hex?
Yeah.
Thank you. Can I activate heightened senses to
Yes.
read body language better?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Hex, you can remember your conversation with Dot perfectly.
Okay, yeah.
Storyteller?
Hmm.
Can she remember the conversation that we all had as soon as we got out of the facility where I said that Dot sold us out to the Sabbat, or has that also been mucked with?
We'll have to see.
Okay.
4.
4. She seems anxious, a little upset by this news.
Is she also acting like someone who may have had their memories clouded using Dominate?
No.
Okay.
She seems to be stressed and upset. It seems that the accusation of Dot is hurting her a bit more, that the best you can read from it is Dot is clearly someone important enough to her that this accusation is upsetting.
Like I said, I don't know who Dot is. I've never met her. But if you trust Anton, or you seem to, if he hates her, he might have a reason to. And maybe she's not telling you the whole truth. I don't know. All I know is Aaron and apparently Thomasina there's something wrong with them, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
How old would you say Sybil is? Not in kindred years.
I could not tell. She looked relatively young, actually. They both did.
Hex wasn't present for the conversation of Sybil's age, so she actually is not aware of Sybil's age.
Okay. Well,
But she seems strong. Like,
but stronger than you?
I mean, age has nothing to do with strength. Alejandro's Lydia's lover from fucking forever ago, right?
ew, what?
What?
Anton said something about it.
What?
Let's not go there. Anyway,
Could he be the one orchestrating all of this? Because I still don't trust him.
I mean, he's on top of my list for shady, skeezy characters because obviously Aaron still ended up in the SI facility twice.
the first time I heard about him was from Anton. If he's involved with Sabbat, he has nothing to do with Lydia. I would have heard his name, met him.
Okay, so in that case, on that logic, you would have probably have heard more about Dot then. And since you haven't, it kind of rules her out as
Not if
being...
she's... Dot's been here for how long? Not if she's an infiltrator.
Okay,
That
here's the
would
thing.
lower
Here's the
cover.
thing. Okay. Yeah, Tilly or Coda. We need to bring them to the house. That needs to happen. I want to have them there. Yes. I said I don't want anybody coming to the house that I don't know.
You know Tilly, though.
I do. I doubt she's going to come. Coda is more likely.
I can text her.
And you guys would know the reason that the two houses were set up for you is that the bungalow is safe to have guests at, whereas the penthouse is meant for privacy.
And that's like the safe house, basically.
Yeah.
You just reminded me of something. I texted Alpha. His response was kind of weird. Weird in as much as I know him, I guess. I told him something was up with Aaron, and I know he's a gangrel. He seems to care more about like individual kindred in the city more than any other prince I've encountered.
Mm.
And he said, "I'm going to look into some things and get back to you."
That's kind of a weird response.
It was a very
I
weird
thought it was
response.
a little cold.
So, we think that somebody who is able to reach into their minds could tell if they've been fucked with by the Sabbat. Yes?
Yeah,
All right,
I
get
mean-
on the phone. Let's
Okay.
do this. I've had enough. We need to get to the bottom of this.
And tell her to text me too.
If they are Sabbat,
Go.
if they've been fucked with by Sabbat, whatever is happening, I'm fucking done with our house being fucked with.
Yeah, I
yeah?
agree.
I'm done. You're done.
I'm very done.
And
Okay.
I will text Coda.
Okay.
And just
What are you sending to her?
first I'm just going to say, "Hey, how are you?"
And you get back about 20 thumbs up emojis.
Legit. Could I ask a favor?
And she replies back, free beer emoji, ?
No, maybe later. You remember my friend Aaron?
And you get back, very sad boy.
Yeah. Would you be willing to have a chat is in quotation marks, with him?
You get back 4 brain emojis and a ?
Yeah.
And you get back clapping hands.
Mm.
And then where?
Coda's down.
All right. We need to shore up our stuff at the house. Mark hasn't gotten back to me. I do not have access to any weapons myself. Do you guys have anything?
Not that I don't already code. all
I
the
literally
time.
just hold my hand up like this.
Okay. I mean, I have my own things too, but like, yeah. Okay. I'm okay with her coming to the house, I guess.
What kind of security do you actually keep in your homes?
Mark.
We have a ring.
What?
Mark?
Just Mark? I mean, Mark's
You do
surprisingly fantastic.
He's
but
a motherfucking badass.
This is Tremere erasure.
I know, but we're purposefully not talking about
we
you.
don't have security cameras?
Yes, we have ring. We have the ring outside, and we sometimes would have the PlayStation, but it's
Wait,
a little
what?
strict right now. What?
The PlayStation?
Well, not since I haven't set it up since we
Oh
moved.
man,
It's just in the
I'm
living
sorry.
room.
You probably saw me naked the other night. Nobody else was up yet. I'm really sorry. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways,
On that note,
I'm usually obfuscated. I've seen way worse.
do,
Nothing
You've
that's
seen
worse.
me
It's
way
not worse.
worse?
It's not worse. It's just I've seen worse things.
look, I've asked.
Can we have
I've
a
asked for help with that, but I'm sorry.
Well, table that. I'm going to have a conversation with all of you about home security, because you should have a security system with cameras set up at all times so you can see if humans are coming around your haven during the day. Holy shit.
I
Anyway.
feel like Anton's got some sort of magic something going on too.
Well, and yeah.
And I also said a ring. You know how efficient those are in the client community? Very
You
much
know
so.
that I...
All right. Are we going back to the house?
Yes,
What's happening?
Coda's... Okay, what's the address for that place?
And you can
And I dumped the address into the text message with Coda, say sorry for the delay.
Okay.
Meet you there.
And Coda sends back 3 car emojis.
And I send back multiple metal hand emojis.
Okay.
I would be more comfortable if we could do it outside and she'd have to come into the house, but at this point, what the fuck ever. Everybody's been inside of our house at one point or another, so.
How are we actually gonna do this? I just realized like,
Put them in a room together, she'll take care of it.
but like how will we do that? Like what?
Is he
Hey,
home?
Aaron and Thomasina, just get this room.
Yeah.
We're asking her over.
While we ponder that,
Okay.
Aaron, you have woken up today.
Great.
What are you doing?
The first thing I want to do is see if Mark is around.
Mark is not around.
Okay. And throughout the daytimes, I want to take a closer attention to when he is inside and outside the house.
You have not seen Mark in about 3 days.
Gotcha. The next thing I want to do is, Jackson mentioned something very strange, which was haunted and ghosts regarding Lake Lanier.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if I can turn on Oblivion Sight
Mm-hmm.
and see if if I see anything credible.
Okay. So going up to Lake Lanier, you turn on Oblivion Sight, and you are immediately motivated to turn it back off.
Okay. I do my best to make sense of it and text to the anonymous number. I don't even know how to put this. That ghosts are real. This is going great. And I head back to the Haven.
Okay. Thomasina, what are you doing tonight?
I'm checking to see if there are ongoing plans both with Dot and Tabitha to meet at Savage Pizza.
Yes. They both have begrudgingly agreed to it, and they are making sure that they will arrive on time.
Mm-hmm. Storyteller, is that tonight? Or is that another night?
It will be another night.
Another night, okay.
You do have tonight free.
Alright. Then I am going to text Mel really quick. Just say, don't worry about Savage Pizza. If you would rather not be there, that's okay.
Okay.
I'm in the car by myself, right? Just
Yep.
driving?
Yep.
Do I need a roll for drive and text at the same time, storyteller?
No.
You're not-
Mel would,
you're not
Mel
wrong.
would never break the law and text and drive.
Yes. Okay, so I don't respond.
It's a short drive back to the house, so you probably get the message when you pull up.
Okay. Do I need to respond to her in person or?
That's up to you.
Okay. Well, then I will, before I go into the house, I'm going to text Mark, and I'm going to put, like, kind of SOS and, like, a little, like a emoji of, like, a bottle, like, and then water and, like, question mark. And then, storyteller, would I possibly have some sort of GPS on him that I could check on my phone?
You would have it on his vehicle. You would have LoJack on it. Your message also is message failed to send.
Oh, great. Okay. So now I'm really up in arms.
And you can check the LoJack if you wish.
I want to do that.
The LoJack is in College Park, and it has not moved for 3 days.
Okay, that is a problem for another time. That is a problem for future me. And then I'm going to, do I have a sound? I do have, I know on my laptop I have a sound recorder. Do I have it
Yes.
on my phone as well?
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and just turn it on
Okay.
and stick it in my pocket
Mm-hmm.
and enter the house.
All right. And so in the house, Thomasina, you're there. Aaron, are you on your way back from Haunted Lake Lanier?
Yes.
Okay.
And do I notice that she looks flustered at all about the Mark situation?
No.
Mm.
Cool as a cucumber.
Yay.
Hey, is it tonight? I think I...
No, it's another night.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I probably will want to go. I need to get a couple things in order tonight. And actually, I was kind of hoping you would help me with some of this paperwork. I'm actually a little behind, and I know you have said before that you'd be willing to help. I know it's not Harpy business, not nearly as cool, but I was thinking maybe if you wanted to, throw on some Deep Space Nine and maybe help me knock out some of these inventory reports and that kind of thing, I'd be really, really appreciative.
It all seems connected to me, so sure.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna go to my room and grab my stuff then.
All right.
And
I'll meet you back in the living room.
Sure.
Okay.
And storyteller, I'd like to pull up right now
Okay.
and just enter the house.
All right. And so you enter and you see Thomasina.
Do I notice if anyone else is around?
Mel, you said you went to your room?
I did.
Okay. As of
I
right...
left my cell phone on the table.
Okay.
And a card out front.
Okay. Nobody is around.
Okay. I just shoot you a look. And just go about my business.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wait there for Mel.
All right. And Anton, you have now pulled up back to the house?
I was trying to get in touch with the prince to give him the photos, but
yes.
if he's not available, then yes.
Alpha has not responded to you yet,
Right.
but you got a message from an unknown number that just says, Prince is busy, what do you want?
I'm just going to reply. The recon photos he was supposed to have the other night.
And you get a response back that says, we'll pick them up later.
Mm-mm.
Let me know when. And then I'm going to just screenshot that, including the number, and send it to Denise and go, do you know who this is?
And you get a response from Denise that says, gross, Alpha's coterie.
So long as it's not something for me to worry about.
And you get back, it's kosher.
Great. Yeah, and then on my way into the house, I'll just message her and go, great, I'll hand these off to him. Was hoping to talk to him about coterie things as well, maybe later.
And you get a response that says, yeah, later.
And I'll just push open the door to, you guys want it out, so I guess just empty.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing in the house.
The living room's where you're going to meet, so I probably will be gathering my stuff to go to the living room at this point.
Yeah, so I just enter into the living room through the front doors.
Oh, hey! Like, totally out of character.
Yeah.
It's so good to see you! Do you want to help with Waffle House business?
Sure.
Awesome! Come have a seat. I'm going to have, like, a stack of papers that are, like, completely out of order. Intentionally. Got that. And then a bunch of files and, like, just... Come, have a seat.
I'll sit next to her. Are you drunk?
No, I don't have the benefit of that like Hex does. No, I just am very busy, and I'm very hopeful that my friends can help me because it's been a very stressful couple weeks, and I just need some help.
That it has. Sure, yes.
This is how I decompress. Some of you have this thing where you like just shut down, and sometimes I'll do that too. But this work, this is what really does it for me.
No, I also throw myself entirely into my work. So.
Awesome. So let's do some paperwork.
I'm gonna come out. I was in my room, so I'm gonna come out of my room. Anton,
What?
are you busy?
It's up in the air.
I need to talk to you.
Oh, come on, Hex. Don't you want to help me?
I don't.
Oh.
You know I don't. But I don't like paper.
1, 2.
Oh,
Yes.
well, no, just go talk to her quickly, but please come back.
1,
and Hex,
2.
maybe help after you're done with him?
You have anything digital needs to be filed?
Probably.
All right, send that to me. I'll do that.
Yeah, but will you do it down here with me, please? So that
Yeah,
I
let me
know.
grab-
We'll do the control freak. You know how
Yeah.
that is.
Anton, you follow me. I'm gonna grab my laptop. I'll come back down.
Okay,
Well,
that sounds great.
Yeah, grab my bag and follow Hex.
Nice bag.
Thanks, it's yours.
I know. Okay, that's what I want to talk to you about. What? Like, I'm
What?
hushed. Or no one's around, right?
Thanks. Do you know to go
And
somewhere
I've basically
else?
like given her the download of all the things I need and like showing you kind of how the papers go and all that stuff. So
You want to go somewhere else, or?
No, just to my room. It's fine. I'm gonna go in. What was that stone doing in my bag?
Yes. I have no idea, but it's not one of mine. I know that you've seen them at the Athenaeum, but it's not one of mine.
Okay, do only Tremere use these?
Only Tremere can make them, with rare exception, but
Okay, that's a bot girl. She used Tremere.
that would actually make a lot of sense.
What does this do?
It is a location pinpoint. It only lasts for about a month, and I believe the last time that you saw her was... When was the last time you saw her? A month ago?
I mean, well, they knew where we lived because
Yes,
that's
no.
the only time I've actually met this person.
Yeah, well, this thing is dead by now. But in the meantime, if she was following it, then
That means she knows that we live here.
She knows that you've been here. She doesn't know you live here.
Oh my god, why does no one take any of this Sabat shit as seriously as you would think that?
Because if you may recall, the whole going to help us double cross so that we can help her figure out who killed her friends thing.
That's the same shit story that Jackson gave. Do you just believe any Sabat that tells you that now?
I'm the one that enforced it to her.
You enforced her to think that she was not Sabat?
No, she is Sabat. She's going to help us. We help her figure out who killed her friends. She's going to double cross.
Okay, alright.
Because she is more concerned with who killed all of her precious Sabat friends than she is the actual mission at hand.
You ever stop to think that maybe all Sabat have that same fucking story?
I think that she had one of two options, and she preferred that one over the other one that they could have given her.
Yeah, but aren't Sabat like, we'll stay alive so long so we can be like a fucking general or whatever they do? Maybe she's using you back?
She could be, but then she'll die.
Why are you so okay with this?
Because if I stop and start focusing on the minutia the entire way through, I'll probably crack and just burn the whole fucking thing down. So I'm trying to keep focus on tasks at hand.
Okay.
This I would not terribly worry about because, quite frankly, she would not need that for them to know where we are at this point. People were able to find us entirely fine without the use of this beforehand.
Only
Jackson literally showed up at our house in the last time with no warning, no lead-in. He just appeared. So If he can just walk up without any special advancements, I'm not particularly worried about this. Plus, there are other rituals where they could follow you anyway, and they don't even need to put anything on you.
Okay,
I do it all the time.
that's fine. And weird, but
You see me do it.
I know. But times are different. Have
shit.
you noticed? You've noticed. We've talked about this. The Aaron Thompson situation.
Yes, I've been saying that Aaron has been off ever since we got him out of the facility, and I cannot figure out why, and that is one of those little things where if I look at the minutiae too long, I will go insane.
Have you noticed Thomasina as well?
I had a wonderful conversation with her where she was infinitely more frustrating than anything I've ever encountered before in my entire life. So yes, I've noticed that too.
Okay. Well, I'm still pretty freaked out about this everybody's a Sabat maybe situation. Just so you are on the same page as me and Mel, and I guess also Jackson, we're all on to both of them. We don't know what it is. I'm thinking Sabat because why the fuck not? Everything else is. And
No.
that's all
No.
we have to go with.
No, Sabat doesn't make sense. Sabat doesn't make any sense. We wouldn't. Why would Aaron have been in the Second Inquisition building if it was part of the Sabat? The Sabat and the Second Inquisition are not working together. The Second Inquisition killed the Sabat last time.
Well, actually, I just found out from Jackson that Olivia and Alejandro used to be like kissy boo boo face to each other. So there's a super possibility.
No, you surely mean Lydia, because Olivia would not
Yeah,
possibly.
Lydia,
Okay,
Lydia.
thank you very much. She's
Crazy sharp lady.
no,
Crazy sharp lady.
no, yes, yes. She, you may not have heard because if you were running to meet up with us, but she said, "Give Alejandro, tell Alejandro I said hello." And just a couple of weeks before that, Alejandro had a very heartfelt story about how Sabat are made, not born, and you have to consider this when you have to consider their past and the trauma that turned them into this, and it was like putting a children's puzzle together at that point, honestly.
Okay, well, let's take the puzzle pieces of like all the fucking Sabat stuff that's happened so far and just show that it all signs kind of point towards this is them. I'm just Alejandro was Sabat, Lydia was Sabat.
Alejandro was not Sabat. Alejandro was independent. If you were to believe him, he would not touch the Sabat.
Lydia seemed pretty good.
If I am to believe his story, it would imply
And-
it would imply that it was before that.
And his daughter is now friends with the girl, the Tremere that you're said is switching sides now. So it's just
His daughter is also about 4 months into this at most. Do you think she has any true gaming of politics? I'm actually not concerned about her. She seems a lot like you, and in which case has very little to want to do with old crotchety vampires political games.
yeah, because
So-
it always turns out like this, where multiple of our friends have multiple personality syndrome going on, and it's very frustrating. So I'm just gonna grab my laptop or go back downstairs, just so you know, Mel and Jackson are on to this thing. Oh, and Coda's coming over.
And that's why I'm gonna be like, are you guys coming down? I could really use the help.
Got it.
1 second, then we'll look at Mel and go. Look at Hex and go. 1 second. I've already told you what I think all signs point to here, and you got mad at me about it. So I don't think that this is Sabat. This may be something. Sabat doesn't ring. The timing is not right, but it's.
I don't have time to talk to you about how this is not Dot again, so we're just gonna go downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And so you do hear tires screeching outside, as well as very loud music, bumping and shaking the walls. That when the door opens, you hear it's Run the Jewels. Particularly
That's a
No
favorite
Save
of
Point
Mel's.
from Cyberpunk 2077.
That's great.
Good taste.
Somebody
And-
has great taste.
And then the music cuts off, and you hear heels coming up your front steps, and a knock on the door.
I'm gonna answer it. It's me at the door. I'm gonna answer it.
Just for you.
Okay, and there is Coda.
Hi.
Hi!
I'm so glad you came.
Oh my God, Hex, who is it?
Oh, it's Coda. She's here to visit.
Oh,
Everyone's home!
Yes.
Hi there.
Hi!
You never texted me.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over. Jackson, are you in the room now?
I didn't.
Jackson ever
We
gave
didn't
you-
establish that,
Yeah,
but I
where's Jackson?
assume I just kind of rolled up at some point while they were talking.
I mean, you were talking about having Coda come over to the house. So did
It's
you
like,
come back
and
to
then
the
I
house?
just never said anything.
you just never showed up.
They probably heard similar tire screeching and loud music, but it was more deathcore
Yep.
prior to Coda showing up, and I got there.
And Coda just Where's Jackson?
Is he not?
I haven't seen him.
We saw him earlier today. I think he's coming on his way.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on
Jackson!
deck.
And yeah.
Hey!
I just love how everybody can just walk into our house like they own it.
Hearing Coda, I'm
And
gonna,
Coda's gonna lean around to you and go, I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay.
I know it bothers you.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Hearing Coda, I'm gonna text Thomasina. Problem? Question mark.
I'm gonna text back likely.
And then I'll walk over to Coda. Hey.
Hey! Ooh, yeah.
Hey, Aaron, can you help me over here too? I could use some help with this paperwork.
You're just calling out them.
Yeah, literally just calling at anybody
They
who will
just
help
yell.
me.
They just yell. It's fine.
Sure,
It's normal.
sure, Mel. Yeah.
That's okay. Sometimes I can't hear very well from working in a bar too much, so I yell a lot too. Also, the loud music.
That's normal, though.
Everybody's home. I didn't expect everybody to be home.
Didn't expect to either.
So you see right here. This
I don't live here. I don't know who's here.
That put into a spreadsheet.
Okay.
That.
Into a spreadsheet?
Yeah, and you basically need this whole
Hey,
thing
Aaron.
into a spreadsheet.
You want to hang out?
Hi, Coda.
Hi.
Sure.
Yeah. And she's going to get you by the arm and just start walking down the hall to find a room. It is the bathroom that she eventually finds.
I'm just gonna really quick, as they walk, I'm gonna look over to Jackson and go,
Okay.
is there something I need to be preparing for right now?
No? Why would there be?
I mean,
And I'm gonna gesture at the very bad acting that was happening earlier of like, oh my god, I didn't know you were coming here.
I don't fucking know.
You, I believe, them I don't. I'm just gonna just take a seat in the living room and just wait.
Okay. And Aaron, Coda is going to essentially sit you on the closed toilet and just sit on the tub in front of you and just kind of lean in.
Storyteller, I have heightened senses on.
Yep. And she's just,
Coda, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
How have you been since we last saw you? You've looked into the school?
I did. I don't know if I like it.
Why not?
Oh, you mean that? Okay. I don't know. I kind of like living by myself. I could never do what you guys do here. So many people in one little house. I would burn the house down.
That's bad.
Yeah. Very bad. I don't like roommates. I have too many already. So yeah, how are you?
What would it take to get you involved with the school?
I don't know. How are you feeling?
I'm tired.
Oh, you are. You're really tired. This is a lot, isn't it?
Yes. I learned about there's a whole nother spooky side to everything tonight. It's a lot to take in.
Lake Lanier? Yeah.
I'm a little frazzled.
Oh, Lake Lanier is really scary.
Mhm.
I've lived in Georgia all my life. I don't go to Lake Lanier.
How do you focus what you're supposed to think on?
Sometimes it just gets kind of quiet, and sometimes it's like having 4 radio stations on at once, but you just eventually, you're like, wait a second, that one's Deftones, and you just kind of focus on it.
In my head, I'm thinking, my name is Aaron. I am a gangrel. Over and over again.
Okay. And she goes, why are you repeating yourself?
I'm just a little distracted tonight. I need something to focus on.
Did you get possessed? Is that why you like
I don't.
are
Is
trying to?
that a-
Are you trying to like remember who you are? Because there was like a ghost inside you.
How would I know if I was possessed?
Oh fuck!
That's not the answer.
I mean, I don't know. Oh, is that why Jackson called me?
Why did Jackson call you?
He was worried about you, and so he thought maybe I could like help you.
Well, it's always great to talk.
Yeah.
Is there something you wanted to ask me, though?
No, he just seemed kind of worried about you, so I figured like we'd chat. I don't know. Maybe he thought like I told him I help people a lot, so
One question I had for you was...
yeah.
You work in a brewery. Have you
Yeah.
ever mixed drinks?
Oh, of course.
How do you like the taste? Is there a certain like IPA or blood type that you prefer?
Oh, IPA tastes like shit. No matter what. But like you get a good laughing skull and like some rich dude with a just nothing to live for. You combine that, and it's got a good little kick to it.
Okay. A little bit
Storyteller.
of melancholy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I have to also go to the restroom, and I'm gonna put my laptop down. I'm gonna go to our other restroom. I'm going to obfuscate, and I'm gonna go back to the other bathroom.
And just sit outside the door.
Just stand outside the door,
Okay.
listening.
I'm trying to hide
There's
sense.
two of us.
No, like the moment I see you going and her just like excusing
You
herself,
just
I'm
see me laughing occasionally.
yeah.
And she's
I'm
just
trying to
gonna
heighten senses at that
she's
point.
gonna like touch the sides of your face and be like, if there's a ghost in there,
my
get the
God.
fuck out.
Yup. Get out. Get out.
Does that help? Are you still kind of nervous?
I think I'm gonna be nervous for a while.
Okay.
Good job.
Whoa, hey. Quick question.
Hmm.
Just real quick. Are you scared of doctors?
Very.
Yeah. Like real scared. I kind of don't blame you. I'm scared of doctors too.
You
clearly.
mentioned some bad things
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Let's think about something else. What do you like to think about?
Let's think about something. I don't know what I like thinking about. I think about too many things, and so I don't really like any of it. I kind of don't like thinking.
Do you like thinking about what it was like before a kindred, or do you prefer life now?
I don't think I prefer any of it, really. But, like, I like that I got called to help somebody, so I like that I can be here for you. That kind of really means a lot to me.
You found something to do.
Yeah, and something where at least, like, the things that suck actually might help. So, like, if you're really scared of doctors and really scared of ghosts, like, I understand. That's scary shit.
Just one night at a time.
Yeah. One night at a time. And Jackson, while they're in there talking,
Mm-hmm.
you receive a text from Alpha.
Okay.
It says, I think Aaron does need someone to talk to. I'll be over tonight. And that is where we are going to take our break. Stretch your legs, get some water, and we will be back in a little bit with the rest of Coda and Aaron. So, Jackson, you got a text from Alpha that he will be on his way tonight to talk to Aaron.
I just reply, we're at the bungalow, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, cool, we're at the bungalow. Send.
And he sends back, I know.
That's worrying. I sent that.
And he responds back, yep.
Thumbs up.
I'm just looking at Jackson's text with my senses on. Just.
And he responds to you, how's Aaron doing?
Concerning.
And you get a reply of, yeah, it is.
That's worrying. Again.
No response after that.
And then I will flip to Anton in my phone and say, Alpha is on his way.
Good, I needed to give him photos from the SI building.
Thumbs up emoji again.
And so Coda's still sitting in there with you, chit-chatting. She goes, your friends are probably outside the door. I should tell you. They're listening.
Why would they be listening, Coda?
They're really worried about you. Whatever is going on, I think you got them really spooked. Did you tell them about the ghost thing? Are they worried about, like, the possession?
I think the ghost thing was more recent.
Okay. Is it the doctor thing?
It could be.
They did a lot to you.
It's scary.
A lot.
Why don't we think about something else? I don't know. I know you don't like thinking about doctors either.
No. But your doctor is a lot like mine.
Coda, can we please think about something else?
Yeah. I'm sorry. People tell me all the time I talk too much.
No, it's not your fault.
No, it's okay. What would make you feel better? What do you want?
That's a really good question.
Oh. Head empty. You don't know what you want.
If you could be a different kind of Tremere, would you pick one? Sorry, kindred.
Yeah. I think I'd want to be like you. I really like animals. I think maybe I could just like... Maybe I could just like become a possum and like live out off in that like wooded area off Buford Highway. I think that would be really nice and peaceful, and I could just never have to be a person again.
Storyteller, is in the bathroom, is there a window?
Yes.
Coda, would you like to see me turn into an animal?
No. And she looks at you and narrows her eyes and goes, no, I don't think we should do that. But that was a nice try.
Fine. Yes.
I know this makes you really uncomfortable, and I'm sorry. Everyone's worried about you, and I'm just gonna...
Are you gonna tell them everything we talked about? Or are you just here to talk with me?
I'm just here to talk. They're listening in. I assume they'll get whatever information they want from this, but I don't like being a snitch.
I'm sorry they're using you.
Yeah, people do that a lot. That's what kindred do. They use other people for whatever they think is right. But, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. Sorry I keep reading your thoughts. I don't really mean to.
Does it have to be like that? Or have kindred ever changed?
I don't know. Tilly's really nice. I kind of hear her sometimes. She wants to hang out, but neither of us like going places. But she's nice. But she has a lot of secrets too.
It's
So-
actually really quiet up at Lake Lanier. If you don't turn on Ghost Radar.
Sometimes when it's quiet, it's worse. That's why I like the loud music. Sometimes you just gotta be louder than everything else. Maybe that can help you with your friends. Maybe you just need to be louder than their selfishness.
That could work.
I should probably go. I know you want me to.
Thanks, Coda.
And Coda is just gonna go towards the door and just yank it open really hard and go, "You can stop listening now!" And she's just gonna walk out the front door.
I follow her outside.
Okay, she gets to the car and she looks up at you. Hi.
Great.
He's fine. A lot's happened to him, and it's a lot of stuff I can relate to, so maybe be a little more understanding.
Sounds good.
Okay. Don't text me again.
Okay.
And she's gonna get in the car, crank the music all the way up, and peel out.
While the conversation was happening earlier, got up, turned like half of the lights off in the living room, and just sat back down and pulled out just a cord from my bag and just been pulling it through my hand just as I listen, and including all the way to her leaving, shut it off before the music kicked on. Just making it a little darker in here.
Storyteller, I'm going to stay in the bathroom for a while
Okay.
and text Thomasina. I'm running out of time. How's progress on the others?
I'm gonna text back. Ongoing, fluid. Do you need an exit?
If I can make it through tonight, yes. And then one last text is... actually, you just see a few dots for a while, and I'll delete it.
I'm gonna drop Obfuscate because I did not leave the bathroom area, and I'm going to go into the bathroom and close the door with Aaron.
Okay.
That's not your book.
No, I can text on a phone. It just has to be a little older, and as you can see, 1, 2, 3 takes a while.
What's going on with you?
I'm wondering why people are spying on me.
We're wondering why members of our coterie have big gaps of their memories missing.
Gaps of their memory missing.
Memories. Multiple of you. And I would like to know here and now if they're related or what we can do to stop having this weird cloudy bullshit aura over our entire coterie.
I'm sorry that it's frustrating you don't have all the answers, Hex.
It is very frustrating, actually.
Is there something you want to ask me?
Yeah, there is. Are you Sabat?
No.
Are you considering becoming Sabat?
No. We've been fighting against Lydia for a while.
Yeah, I know what everybody, I know what's supposed to be, but I don't know why things are weird and cloudy and not all together. Who are you texting?
Why do you want to know?
I just do. It's not often to see you texting. It's either probably your sister or Alejandro. I'm just curious.
I'd like to keep it private. Unless you were looking over my shoulder.
If I already had the answer, then I wouldn't be asking you.
I think you'd still ask me anyways. Kind of like you asked me about the shark and the octopus.
I didn't ask about that. We were trying to trip up Thomasina.
Why Thomasina?
Because she's also acting crazy. Missing memories, things that she should know she's not. And just her personality is overall very different. And it would be not so scary because we understand you being kidnapped twice may be a little bit traumatic. But nothing's happened to Thomasina that we know of.
Have you asked her?
No, she's just been very weird about things. And so, I'm asking you.
If I know what's happened to Thomasina.
Now the question's out there, do you?
Why would I think anything to do with Sabat and Thomasina?
It's a lot of Sabat action, the Tremere girl, your sister. They're all seeming to be connected, and I just want to know why.
I don't have those answers. But I wish I did, because it's, like I said, frustrating not knowing. Do you mind if I pretend to flush the toilet?
No, that would be very weird. Don't do
Okay.
that.
Our water bill's great here.
I know I'm not coming across as sounding very nice right now, but nothing is normal. And I need you to know that if this is Sabat related, if this is related to anything out of the ordinary, if you're keeping secrets at all and it puts the rest of us in danger, I will take you out myself.
I believe that.
Okay.
You hear a car pull up outside. A large SUV with tinted windows. It drives down the back of the house. And then Alpha walks around the front of the house and knocks on the front door.
I'm still in the living room. I'll get up.
Checking my phone.
Yeah, I'm still at the table with papers.
I'll get up and
You can see on the security camera
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah,
on the
that's
ring
what-
that
yeah,
it's Alpha.
I'm checking the ring to sure.
I'll get up and open the door. I'm still running the rope through my hand. It's got blood on it now.
Okay. Hey, where's Aaron?
In the bathroom. I thought you were
Cool. And he
unavailable.
pushes past you. Family meeting. Family meeting. Everybody
fuck?
out here now.
Yeah. Yes.
Everybody, living room.
I'm just gonna drop the papers and go stand by the TV.
I'm walking out obfuscated, but I'm going to.
He just looks dead at you and goes, "Hey,
Yeah.
X, that's
Yeah.
fine."
looking around for Aaron and Thomasina because the rest of us are in here.
Oh, Thomasina was
I've been here.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she was literally
I'm gonna
a
drop
stack
it.
of papers.
Was ignoring her that hard.
Thomasina was organizing.
Yeah.
Yep. Aaron.
I walk out to the living room.
Okay. Jackson.
I was outside still,
Okay.
actually, so I followed Alpha back inside.
Okay. It's like, Jackson, how you doing? Settling in well at Denise's?
Yeah, actually.
Good, great. Anyway, Aaron, hey buddy. How you feeling?
Tired.
Okay. Gonna have your little friends here because I know good and damn well that they're gonna eavesdrop. They got a habit of that. So we'll just do it right in front of them. I'm checking on you, okay? You can tell me anything. You know I'm never gonna get mad at you. Okay? What kind of a sire would I be if I acted like that? You know? I'd be a shitty one, that's for sure, but nah. Listen, I know I've been busy, and I'm very sorry. We are still as close a father and son as we ever were, okay? So tell me, what's been going on?
Mostly just shepherd's stuff.
Okay.
Just day to day, and
Is it getting to be too much? I heard you were out at the lake earlier. Something happened?
yeah, just checking on the place and saw a lot. A lot.
Ooh.
I didn't.
He puts his hand on your shoulder, just patting it, rubbing it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry about that. Ain't nobody need to see what's out there.
It's never like this.
I didn't know there was that much there.
Ooh, yeah. When people say Lake Lanier is haunted, they really don't cover it of how bad it is. But everything else been going okay? That'd shake me up to shit and back.
Just a little tired and hungry from the SI stuff, and that's it.
Yeah, and he puts his hand on the back of your shoulder. He's like, what really happened in there? I got what intel I could, but what happened, son?
They took me and drained me, and it just a lot of needles and doctors and just
Shit.
bad. There's worse words. I just can't put them together.
Yeah. I am so sorry. That ain't something I ever want you to have to go through. I mean, none of your friends either, but you know I'm more partial to you.
Why are you here? You haven't been here before.
Jackson was worried about you. And honestly, I figure I've been a real shit sire to you lately, and probably about time I started acting right.
I think I'm fine, and I'm actually going to shrug the shoulder.
You still got that defiance streak in you a mile wide, don't you? Okay. You know what? It's clear that you're fine. I think your friends are a little overly worried for you. So, just one more question, then I'm going to go, okay?
Sure.
And with a speed that you are completely unfamiliar with, he grabs the back of your neck. And you feel claws sinking into your flesh. Has the Second Inquisition enjoyed all our little secrets you've been feeding them?
What?
Yeah, you see, we know what the Second Inquisition is building. So I put daytime surveillance on this house a few days ago. On both houses, really. And once I figured you out, it was pretty easy because, you see, I know that you're not the real Aaron. Because I have the real Aaron.
What?
Oh.
How?
And you see, I think you're just far too valuable to kill, so you're going to be telling me everything. And he drags you by the neck up and walks out the front door with you, loads you into the SUV where two men hold you down. And Alpha comes back into the house with Aaron slung over his shoulder. And he tosses him down onto the sofa. And you see a stake through his heart. He's quite pale. It says, he's going to be real hungry when he gets up. Deal with it. And Alpha storms out.
I'm gonna march out really quick after and go. I'm sorry. What on?
I'm not talking to you right now. And he gets in the car.
Fine. I'm gonna pull the folder of photos I had out and just toss it through the passenger window. SI facility. Enjoy, and I'll walk back in.
What the fuck?
And you guys go back in the house.
Throw-
Aaron is laying on the couch, torpid.
I'm going to go right over to Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to just examine him really quick.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Kindred in similar states before.
Yes.
But under different circumstances. And I'm just going to kind of pretend that I'm more interested in just oh, is he okay?
He does appear to have been torpid for some time.
Okay.
You would be familiar with those experiments that tested extended torpor,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that he is capable of hearing and seeing right now. He just can't physically move or respond.
I'm going to point at Mel and Thomas and go, he's going to need blood from one of you two to get up. You're older.
That would be you. I'm going to get a couple of things from his room.
Storyteller.
Mhm.
I want to do some stuff.
Okay.
Can I do some stuff?
Yeah, of
So, first thing I want to do is I want to try to do Spark of Rage.
Okay.
Maybe, if I can.
Okay.
I'm not really sure how to do it. Haven't done it before.
I'm terrified as to why.
Because I can't take her out by myself.
Mm.
Okay. So it's 1 rouse check, which I did not, so I'm hungry.
So you are at hunger 2 now.
Hunger 2, and it's manipulation plus potence. So
Is it a contested thing that we do, or?
is it contested
No.
for the people in the okay.
Okay.
What was it again?
Manipulation and potence.
Manipulate. Okay.
For what I can tell she's about to do, it will not be a contested
Okay.
roll.
Okay. Hold on a second. I can't find manipulation. Where's it at?
Top here.
Top.
It's at the
Very
top.
top, middle.
Straight up. Yep.
Okay, and then potence is 5, so
Yeah.
9.
Mm-hmm.
All them dice.
Okay, well I'm gonna roll 3 dice, but 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
6.
That's
Yeah.
a messy crit.
Yeah. So
Okay. So what are you trying to do? And I will let you know how the messy crit changes that.
I would like to tear the stake out of Aaron and put it into Thomasina, and I want help from everybody to do that.
Okay. So in sparking that, everyone else is a bit too angry to focus on exactly what you want. And pulling the stake out of Aaron will take 2 points of aggravated damage. And Thomasina, you do see her coming at you with how wild she is. What will you do?
I'm going to try and cat's grace off of that again. Just we'll do a replay of that one.
Yeah.
Just bounce off the stake, and then I'm gonna settle actually back down on it with weight of the feather, and just say, "What are you doing?"
And what about the rest of us?
Yeah, what
You're all furious with Thomasina now. You're unsure exactly why, but you are beyond pissed at her.
Okay.
And I'm just standing on the stake,
Like in the air, like
Yeah.
like on your
This is like some Kill Bill shit happening right now.
and you can't feel it.
Yeah, it's with weight of the feather. She is perfectly poised on the stake, and you feel no difference.
Okay.
I'm just gonna yell, drop her.
You're not furious with me. You're
No,
furious with her.
I know, but I'm giving an instruction, not like let her go, like drop her.
So that rage isn't just them; it's also me. Yes.
Yes.
It's not directed at you; it's directed at her. But I'm
You
giving
all
an
have
instruction to
rage
drop
now.
her.
I'm going
Yes.
to rouse my blood to activate vicissitude,
Okay.
which I grow hungrier, so I'm at 2 hunger now. I'm going to roll resolve and potence or protean, which is way down there. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's enough. I form bone spikes out of both arms, and I try to impale Thomasina with both of them.
I drop her.
Okay.
Because he told me.
As she does
Strength
next.
and brawl. And Thomasina, you can use Cat's Grace or give me Dex and Athletics.
What did I put in? Ooh,
Cat's Grace would probably be the best to like dance off and things.
you'd think that.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with Dex and Athletics.
Because with that messy crit, everyone is moving a little too obviously. So you do have, I won't consider it rapid reflexes, you would have enough of a heads up for Cat's Grace.
8.
8.
Jesus.
Okay.
And that's a crit.
Okay. Okay.
1. So Jackson, you do manage to lean forward and you get Thomasina's arm and stomach. Thomasina, please take 2 points of aggravated damage.
And then I just twist to hold her in place.
Well,
1 additional point of aggravated damage, so total 3.
In addition to that, Mel let go of the stake to drop her the moment her feet hit the ground. I've already rolled. I bestial failed on a rouse check, so I'm 3 hunger. The string in my hand, the moment her feet hit the ground, I break it, and Shadow just twists up from the ground and snares her leg.
Okay.
And your leg is now just locked to the floor.
Okay.
What do you need from me?
You are whatever he was.
Aaron is beginning to wake up.
Feed him.
Feed him.
And I'm just gonna take my fingernails and just give them to him.
And I'm gonna bite.
And can I do drought of endurance for this too?
Yes.
Rouse check. Okay, so. Then I failed, so I'm at 3 hunger, but
You are at 3 hunger.
Just make sure you only give him 1 hunger. You're
Yeah.
about to frenzy.
Yeah, if you can give him 2 hunger worth. If you give him any more, you will be at risk of frenzy.
Give him 1.
I'm gonna give him 1, but he gets half of my fortitude, right? Or-
Endurance, yeah.
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 For the drought of endurance.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So Aaron, you get 1 hunger. You are down to 4.
I latch on and keep trying to eat as much as I can.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do flesh of marble.
You can.
Yeah, I'm
can
gonna
also.
do
He's
flesh
kind
of
of
marble.
weak. Just throw him.
Yeah, you can also Dex and Brawl to get him off.
Just
if
push
you-
him.
But mine is much lower than his. Yeah, can I just do flesh of marble?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's 2 rouse checks. No,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that.
just-
not gonna do that.
Just throw him.
Just push him
Just
off.
throw him.
Yeah, I'll push him off.
Okay, so
with,
Dex and Brawl.
with toughness. Okay.
Can I fight that?
You can. Also give me Dex and Brawl, so we'll consider this a contested roll.
Oh, yeah.
Dexterity.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Dread Gaze
Okay.
because I need to be scarier.
3.
I think that's.
Just 2.
Okay, so you are able to shove him off. And Aaron, you are shoved off, your mouth covered in blood. It tastes amazing. And the rage that was within Mel is now also within you.
And I'm gonna point at Thomasita and say, "Get her."
I will. Fine. Whatever you need to know.
What the fuck does that mean?
What's going on? Right now, what? What?
All right, fine. You understand.
What?
And I'm like literally just dripping on the ground right now.
It's gonna take a little time. If you would give me a minute.
I changed my
And
mind.
maybe let me, I don't know, move my arms, my legs?
Pick 1.
My legs.
You keep hold, and I will just close my hand, and the shadow will bleed off of her foot back to the ground.
With the successes I had, I can continue to vicissitude for several rounds. The spikes that I formed out of my arms are just going to turn into hooks and hook into her.
Okay.
Actually, I should ask you, with the spark of rage, do I even have the sense of mind to agree to that?
You have enough.
Okay. So yeah.
At this point, you're too many drinks into a bar brawl.
Okay.
How long does it last? Is it just for the scene, or is
It's
it
a
for?
scene.
It is for
Okay.
this scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or until I think it gets dropped or something. But yeah.
Yeah. Until
I can't. I can't just decide to drop it. Once
You
it's
can.
done-
You
Oh, I
can.
You can choose to drop it.
I'm not gonna.
But yeah. So the shadow just bleeds off her foot. Just stay in.
Is that necessary?
Yes. Pick one.
Yes.
What is this?
Right. I am, as far as I know, and as far as you could potentially ever tell, I am Thomasina. I am not 246 years old.
Who sent you?
The Inquisition.
Tell me why you don't die right now.
Seems like it's hardly up to me.
Nope.
It can
And-
be. It can be.
I have had this single task to prepare for my entire life. All of a year. I have done it very, very well despite everything that has been thrown at me, and I know that doesn't mean anything to you, but please, please.
Where is the real Thomasina?
I don't. Storyteller, do I know?
You have no clue.
After they took her, they told me nothing.
What is your task?
We are supposed to give intel. Each of us are tasked with something different. I am tasked with working within the court. By the way, you're very good at your job.
I'm gonna drop the Spark of Rage now.
Okay.
And can I go to the refrigerator?
Mm-hmm.
Is there bags?
Yes.
Yes,
How many?
there are about 15 bags.
Okay,
at this
I'm gonna
point.
get him 4. I'm gonna take 3.
Okay.
That's cool. And then we
Okay.
will.
Aaron,
consume
you are
them.
back to normal.
While she is
though
still held,
drowsy.
I'm assuming, right? She's
I'm
still
not
being
letting
held.
go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm drinking just to get the knock the edge off.
Who have you talked to anybody within the court? Do they know? Have they talked to you as Thomasina?
Your keeper has.
Who's keeper?
Her.
Not to mention that meeting.
That never happened.
Hasn't happened yet.
Won't.
Although I suggest you keep it in my stead.
Why would I do that?
The amount of intel that we have on those two, you want to see what happens in the room together.
What kind of bullshit game is this to...
What?
They're studying as much as they possibly can. As far as I was ever tasked to do and was given every bit of experience out in a woman who is trying so hard just to be there for all of you, and you
Be there.
do you have any idea how hard it's been for her to do that?
Her, you or her?
Her.
Everyone's speaking riddles
What the
today.
hell are you?
Do I know my nature?
You know the word. You don't exactly know what it means. But you also know that you are a construction of Pentex.
I am Fomori.
Storyteller, would I know what that is?
None of you.
Alpha Mooney told her and Thomasina, not like specifically what it is, but that Pentex was working on it. But
Yeah,
didn't
he
tell
said
the rest of us.
Pentex was working on something like that,
Yeah.
but the word is not very familiar to
Yeah.
you.
Jackson, you have a good grip on her?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go like around to her back and just put my head, like my ear on her back, and just listen for like a heartbeat or something. Like,
You hear something that sounds like 10,000 chitters.
Mooney said something about this. What it is, she didn't say.
When?
Thomasina and I had an opportunity to talk to her.
She didn't think to share.
I would use Feral Whispers
Okay.
on Thomasina. Something inside of Thomasina.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for that one?
Rouse
Yes.
check.
Yeah. It's a rouse check.
And then
versus-
something else.
It's blank. So
So
that's.
two.
I got you. It's
Were
a
we
rouse
able
check
to-
and charisma plus animalism.
I usually have that written down.
Were we able to drink away our hunger for the most part?
Yes.
Okay, so
You're
we're both just
you're both
one.
back to normal.
7 dice with your 2 hunger.
1, 2.
And I'm healing. Is he
Yes.
healing? Is this healing now?
He's healing. He's just more worn out.
They'll
Yes.
take a bit because it's ag damage. But
I
yeah.
read it. Okay.
Yeah, it's 6 critical. You're fine.
Okay.
So sort of
So, you have Feral Whispers activated. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to pinpoint at least one of something chirping. How long have you? Hi. Anyone? Can anyone hear
What are
me?
you doing?
You get back about 10,000. Hi. In Thomasina's voice.
Oh, I don't like this.
What are you doing?
She talks to.
How long?
No, I know. I can too.
Do you know how long you've been where you are?
1 year. Very scared.
Okay.
Please don't kill me.
I activate Feral Whispers and just listen.
Oh.
You hear the please don't kill me.
Do you know why you're where you are?
Yes, and I don't like it.
Okay.
And you're still holding on to her, like into her flesh or just around
Oh, I
her?
have. My arms are bone spikes that are stuck through her and then curved around her.
Can you open?
So is she bleeding, I'm assuming then?
Strangely, no.
Jackson, can you, like, puncture her?
More than.
Yes, like, go deeper into her back.
Why?
Just do it.
I will shift the one that's through her arm back out carefully.
When you pull the bone spike out, it is swarming with 1/4-inch beetles.
What in the fuck is that?
Okay. This
Please.
is Thomasina.
Please.
That is not Thomasina.
This is this Thomasina.
You can hear them. Please.
They're very
Please.
scared. They're as scared as she is right now.
I will.
It, you mean? As scared as it is.
Well, okay. I know, I get it, but like
Hold on. And I'm gonna not stab her again, but just put the bone spike up against near where the hole in her arm is, so the beetles can crawl back into
The
her.
beetles all do crawl back in, and you see her skin knit back together in that spot.
What the fuck? Sabat,
No.
we can handle. This. Do we burn it?
Please.
No.
no. I don't know what. I don't. It's like
Hold
they're all
on.
connected. I don't
Hold on.
want to hurt them.
And I. Sit down, please.
Are you going to let those beetles crawl back in as well?
Yes.
Okay. And all of her injuries knit up. And Jackson, since you were listening with Feral Whispers, this is similar but different to the man that you found multiples of in the office.
Because that sounded more like bees.
That was more like
Did
bees.
he hear
This
that or
is
no?
more like beetles.
Did he hear that, or did I hear
We
that
both.
scry the soul?
We both heard it with heightened senses.
Okay, heightened senses. Cool. What?
Do you... I'm talking to Thomasina, not
Not the beetles.
Beetles making up Thomasina. Do you know what you are?
That's a bit of a broad question.
Are you being tracked? How are you communicating with the outside world?
It-
And I'm gonna put my hand out.
I'm going to take out my phone. I'm just going to hold it. I'm going to put it back. Much like you do.
Destroy it.
Now.
Yes.
No, wait.
They'll
don't.
know.
No,
They will know
no,
the
don't
moment she
do
was
it.
dark. We can't.
Hold on. When they talk to you,
Yes.
just bear with me, this is a weird question. Who are they talking to? Do you have a mind separate than what makes you up?
Insofar as I have been aware of all of human creatures, you are all multicellular. You are all made up of, I don't know, how many different kinds of flora and fauna. What makes you?
As far as most of us know, the different cells inside of us don't all have their own mind that can think.
As far as you know.
Yeah, but I do know with you that they can now, so.
Please, as fascinating as I find this, and I truly, truly do, could we perhaps shy away from the biology and get to the politics of the matter?
That's what I'm getting to.
And Thomasina, you would know you've never once received a reply to any intel you've given. You have simply given it into a void.
I have sent the information I was raised to procure to a number. I do not know where the number goes.
Why don't you want to die?
Why don't you?
Why does any of us want to die?
I'm not asking anybody else. I'm asking that. Why don't you
Please.
want to die?
I just don't. I just don't.
Will they kill you after your mission is
I don't.
done?
That's what I was getting to.
Almost certainly.
Storyteller, I want to activate Silence of Death
Mm-hmm.
and just make myself less aware.
Okay.
Give me your phone.
I'll hand it to her.
Okay.
Don't destroy it, just...
I know. And I'm gonna go through her. Can I unlock it and go through the text messages? Is it locked? Got anything?
You are able to easily
Okay.
get in.
What's this progress bar?
Which one?
We'll go with the most recent. That says it's got our names on it.
Yeah.
Are there bug us's somewhere too?
Yes. I don't know.
There's a lot of stuff from Aaron.
Please, I don't know what's going to happen
in
to
here
them
as
if they're
well.
found out already.
You care about them?
Yes.
This is not right, guys.
You care about each other.
Exactly.
Yes, but you're not us. You're something else.
We're not human.
Yeah, but neither are they.
Exactly. Humans care about each other
Do you...
more than we do care about each
I
other.
already don't know what's I don't know what's happening to Aaron.
I imagine they're figuring out exactly what the hell he is and how he...
Yeah.
Oh, pause. Pause on you. Where the fuck did Alpha get Aaron from?
That is a question. Yeah, like, your son's the death of... Like, you're not, like, obfuscated. So just...
I just wanted less noise. I met Alpha after Alejandro pulled me out of the... Alejandro pulled me out when Lydia was almost about to kill us, and
Why?
To save him.
And where'd he take you?
to his bunker, to his safe house.
How many fucking safe houses does this guy have?
Wait, didn't you guys say that you could see it on the cameras? The safe house?
Yeah,
But there was nobody in the rooms when we were looking.
but that was
But that's just a house. You say a bunker.
that
It
was
was
12 hours later too.
Underground. He kept us there a day. Sybil, Pippa were there too. And once things were safe, I came back here. You weren't. None of you were here.
We were still
We were in
in
the
this
SI
facility.
Looking for you at that point.
And rescuing you.
I went to Alpha. And Alpha told me, no. I overheard that he wasn't concerned with rescuing you from the SIs. And
Tracks.
And I got a little... No, I got reasonably angry. And he staked me and kept me helpless from coming back.
He's one of you.
For a month. More than a month.
He staked you.
Anton and Mel are in trouble with the court. Anton, some shady stuff that has gotten wind. Alpha doesn't like it. Other people don't like it. And Mel, you've had missing reports. Alpha was very concerned about... No, he was more concerned about bringing you out of the SI facility to stand some kind of trial than to actually save you.
This was over a month ago, though, and we're not on trial. Shady... I don't know what shady shit you're talking about.
Could be you keep saying that Dot spot.
Did she have anything to do with this? Did he say anything about her?
Storyteller, have I overheard anything?
Nope.
Do you know anything about Dot?
You said that she should be at this meeting.
You
even if
did.
you couldn't make it. Why?
You did.
Her interests are very much her own and not at all in line with your court's.
We've known that forever.
Do you know that?
We've told you that.
But what does that mean?
Yeah,
though?
what does that mean?
What do you know about her that we don't know?
Do I know anything more than average?
You know that Dot was involved in the final nights, but Dot was independent, and she earned the nickname Fang Ripper.
We know Final Night's history with her. We know she was not aligned with the Camarilla. And we know a name Fang Ripper with her.
You know, that's funny, because I heard something recently about her running some sort of a torture house.
I'm
What?
sorry, what?
Yeah.
There's so much to unpack here.
It's why. Hold on. Why wouldn't you were with those two? I'm gonna say Sabat, but Sybil and Pippa. They came by the house. Why would they not have mentioned that? That they were with you.
Did they not?
Oh, it's really hazy.
Hazy.
It's like a.
She's having trouble remembering.
You know, like when they like.
Can you
scrub a
hear bugs in
channel?
her? Can you listen? Are there
I'm
bugs?
not bugs.
She's not bugged.
No, having trouble remembering for how long?
Just that day. I just know that there was
Conversations
Sabat
with
talk.
whoever these
Someone
girls
ripped the
are.
door off Aaron's room, which is weird because that means that we must have talked about him. We were by his room.
Hex, do you know that Dot is Sabat?
No, everybody keeps saying that.
Wait, how do you know that?
That's not true.
My source is less credible, but Alejandro said that Dot made you.
Well, yes, we're aware of me being made by Dot, but we're gonna trust Alejandro now.
I mean, y'all trusted Alpha right up until he staked his. I'm sorry. Is he your sire?
That's news.
No, he's not.
He was doing that to
'cause
trip
I
the
thought so.
other...
That was weird, and he was making faces.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
that's,
y'all trusted him right up until he staked Aaron. So, why is Alejandro any less trustworthy?
Storyteller,
he works with the Second Inquisition for one,
texting.
but
I'm texting Dot.
the moment she
Okay.
people are front, I go, no. No.
You can't control what I'm going to
Yeah,
do
can we
here.
stop telling people what they
Yeah.
can and can't do for a
And I'm
minute?
just gonna say something crazy happened.
Hex,
We need to talk about this.
Hex, please stop communicating with her.
I
every
can't
time.
stop communicating. The whole reason I'm here is because Dot has me here.
Yes, you're right. The whole reason that you are here is because of Dot. And that has always been the problem. Is because Dot is the reason that you are here.
This is a problem now?
Aaron, You found out that that Dot made Hex. How much did you find out about that?
He said that Dot took an interest
Mm-hmm.
in Hex's abilities and wanted to make her hers.
No. So you're saying that it was on purpose? No, it was an accident.
Yes, and she has said to us, as a group, how much she valued your brilliance, how much she valued the path that you were on as a student, and then she, out of the goodness of her fucking heart, saves you from an accident that she just so happens upon? Do you believe in this level of serendipity?
I mean,
Hex.
there's cameras everywhere. She could have been just watching out, you know?
And she is following you the entire way and happens to make it over to you just in time to save you from a car accident with no explanation.
She's like a boss-ass bitch. She can do that sort of stuff.
You do get a text back, Hex, that just says, sure, anything you need, baby, is everything okay?
You can add this together a lot simpler than you want to. These are the dots that I was having trouble connecting that I mentioned to you.
Kindred don't race halfway across town to save someone in a car accident.
And as much as some of us may like to think it, we don't do things out of the goodness of our heart on that frequent of an occasion.
Yeah, some of us try.
We can try. I think you know exactly why you are the way you are.
How do you know that she's Sabat, Aaron?
Just Alejandro's word. His word enough.
But he said to you, Dot is Sabat?
Yes.
Don't you think that lines up with with what she suddenly texted me while we were running from the Sabat?
Yes,
after I gave her the information
I'm
that Jackson gave us?
trying on behalf of Hex here to find somewhere where there's a hole, but there just isn't. There just isn't.
Then why am I here with you guys right now then? I'm basically
Because you were
Thomasina Bugs and Aaron Bugs person.
No, you're providing intel to her that is incredibly important. Not that you're doing it on purpose, not that you knew what you were doing.
It is much easier to use somebody when you raise them.
Thomasina's phone buzzes,
I'm gonna check it.
and it is a message from a new number,
Okay.
and it just says, how long until I'm allowed out? How long did they keep you?
Do you recognize this number?
Of course not.
What is it?
It says, how long until I'm allowed out? How long did they keep you?
Progress bars?
It's not like the other text, is it? With the progress bars?
No.
No. This is just
But
like
it's
a
a
brand new text.
No, is this about the progress bars that have our names on them?
I don't know.
I'm asking you.
Oh.
Yes.
Another one of us is getting ready to step out into the world.
It's probably you.
Oh, great.
Of course.
Great. So now I do get a Bugs version of myself. Wonderful.
Not if we do something about it first. We're going to circle back to this, but think about it. You don't want to die, obviously. How much do you want to actually do your job?
It's the only thing I know.
What if you knew more? Would you still do it?
I'm listening.
If we kill you, they know. If we let you go, they know. Why do you have to do their job?
Thomasina, you would know if you are caught or if you are compromised in any way, you are to self-immolate. Though you're not very fond of that idea, and neither was Aaron.
Why do you have to do their job?
I am to set myself on fire if I am exposed.
And you haven't done that yet. Not that we've given you much of an opportunity. But why do you have to do that either? Why do you have to do anything that they instructed you to do? Why do you have to do the things that your makers make you do?
I don't. Lord knows I wasn't supposed to speak to you.
Then perhaps there's another way out of this that doesn't involve us in another fucking war.
Can we just
Oh.
let him out?
Oh no.
No.
There's going to be a war, whether we want it or not. The question is, how much information can we get on them first?
Turns a war into a battle.
Do you want to live?
Yes.
Will you help us find the original Thomasina?
Will you help me find Aaron?
Yes. I will. I won't speak for them.
More of us would be an asset.
What did they tell you? What was your motivation to infiltrate?
The best way I can describe it, when I was learning about Thomasina and putting all of the pieces together, and knowing how few creatures live that long, and I asked somewhere why someone lives that long when so many other creatures don't. Why does, with the option to keep going, why is that important? And I could never really get a handle on why that was for her. But for the sake of the thing itself, just to keep moving. And if I stop, and if the others stop, I know nothing else. It is not much, but what do you expect?
Makes sense to me.
Sounds like you have an option that you weren't made for.
Don't we all?
Do we?
Yes. You in particular.
Okay. 12-month-old bugs. I don't know that I can trust what you're going to say about my life right now, but
Hex. At the end of the night, wouldn't you rather just know the truth? Whether we're wrong or you are?
I'll give you this. Everyone involved in raising me were very open about what they wanted and what I was expected to do. There is no reasonable way I could have performed everything I was able to perform without that. If you think that you're only as good as Dot is supposed to be, wait until you shake that loose.
So, besides the phone, what method of tracking and what is your check-in policy?
That's it. It's just the phone.
So if you stop on the phone, then they come after us, right? Is that what I understand?
There's other activity that's monitored casually at this point.
so what should we respond to this text about?
That seems more personal.
Okay.
Would you allow me?
No, you can tell me and I will text back.
Remind me what the last text was?
It was asking how long they keep you. You would let them know It's probably around 3 to 4 months until they'll let them out.
Okay. And I'm gonna just say 3 to 4 months.
Right? And I'm gonna respond that and send it.
What do you want to be called?
I've been Thomasina my entire life.
But you're not Thomasina, so who are you?
I'm sure I can come up with a million clever fucking names, but you want to make a first choice?
I wouldn't know where to start.
How about we stop trying to rip someone's identity away from them for a second?
Thank you.
Tommy? Does that work for you?
There was a nickname that we came across for Thomasina. It was used over a century ago. That's close. It's Alt Tommy.
Alt. Tommy. Clever.
It's Egyptian. Or it's Arabic. It's
Oh, that just mean alternate Thompson.
No, it means both things.
Is that all right with you?
yeah.
Alt Tommy it is.
Great. I'm hungry.
Still?
Same.
I'm coming back. I've been stuck in one place for a while. I'll be back. And I'm gonna walk out the door.
Okay.
Aaron? Please come back.
In Kindred Society, the pull between humanity and the beast is a long and suffering struggle. And in the end of it, we shall be monsters. That's where we're going to leave off for tonight. Thank you everyone so much for joining us. Take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.